Welcome. It's another edition. Grapsody interviews. I'm Phil Lindsey. Of course, I'm here with Righteous Reg. We have a special guest, War Ready Gabe Kidd. How are you
Come
doing?
on, man. You got to put some voice into it, man. It's war ready, Gabe Kid. Come on, man.
My bad. Let me
Come on,
let
we're
me come back
active,
and
Let's
man.
start
rewind it.
over. Let's start over.
Yeah,
War
come on. More
Ready,
Yes.
energy, more passion.
former New Japan Strong
Now, why you have
champion.
to
Hey,
include
hold
that? Why
We
you
just
say
got
you
to
do
run
it again
down
and
the
then have to
stats,
include
Gabe.
former champ? Come on,
Just got
man.
to run down the
on.
Next
stats.
challenger for the IWGP Global.
Okay, here we go. War Ready, future IWGP Global Heavyweight
Yep.
Champion, Gabe Kidd, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, man. You already know who it is.
We appreciate
That
you
we
for
get done.
appreciate you for joining us, Gabe. You're been talked about a lot around the streets. The wrestling world is on fire because you just constantly be letting them off on the mic, constantly be getting them off in the ring. We're here, of course, to talk about this upcoming Friday, May 9th, Resurgence. I was at Resurgence last year in Ontario, California, and you were a part of something pretty interesting and pretty wild. A match with Eddie Kingston ended up with you suplexing him into the guardrail, and we have not seen him since, Gabe.
Ain't that crazy? Eddie Kingston took him out the game. Where is he? Sit at home eating Chick-fil-A. Come on, man.
Well, this year, different set of
Yep.
challenges. Going to be facing former Bullet Club members, Young Bucks, and two mystery partners. How have you been preparing for this match?
What do you mean how have I been preparing for this match? I've been in Japan in a dog pound cage match, bro.
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean?
saw.
This match ain't even been on my mind. You reminded me it was happening, to be fair. Listen, I've been in Japan killing House of Torture with the dogs. That's just how it's been going down. And I'm not gonna, why am I gonna focus on Matthew and
Mm.
Nicholas? Why am I gonna focus on these nerds when I'm in Japan killing it, killing shit, killing everyone? So I haven't been preparing for this match. I'll probably get drunk tonight, travel in 2 days, travel in 2 days. That's a cat sneezing. That's a lot of sneezes. God damn. What the fuck? Bless you. Anyway, yeah, probably get drunk tonight and the next night, and then I'll rock up, link with the dogs, go out in Cali, and then I'll rock up and beat them up. What do you mean? How am I preparing for this? This is easy to me. I don't care if they're EVPs of a company. If you ask me, they ruin wrestling. Because they made all these little nerds think they're cool. These two nerds set the world on fire and created this buzz. They have just made a whole generation of nerdy ass wrestlers, bro. Cool.
What is
Thanks for your contribution.
what is this? It seems like disdain that you have towards AEW wrestlers, American wrestlers, pretty much anyone that doesn't exist in the New Japan bubble. What is this disdain that you have for these people?
Because I spent a year and a half in the dojo and I pushed myself and gave my life to this company so much that I lost my mind for it. So I just think that New Japan gets no respect from American wrestling fans or anyone in that fact. People telling man it's dead. How is it dead? How is it dead when me and Suji got the crowd chanting New Japan? How is that dead? It's not dead. It's dead because your nerdy little faves aren't there anymore. So people think that they don't give it the respect it deserves. And, all these people are left, but it doesn't fucking matter because I'm there. You know what I mean? And I'm the one flying the flag for that company more than fucking anyone. So don't chat to me about New Japan's dead or any of that shit.
Speaking of which, we just hit the 12th year anniversary of Bullet Club.
Wow.
Some people were saying that Bullet Club also dead because their favorite iteration of Bullet Club was no longer there anymore. To mark the occasion, you, as you just said, just had a crazy steel cage match
Insane.
to officially kick House of Torture out. Um, that all started with you, of course, with Ren Narita in the New Japan Cup. How did it feel to finally excommunicate these guys? And you were the guy that earned the pin to excommunicate them.
Trust me, those New Japan probably don't get the respect it deserves because of those House of Torture knobheads. Yeah, those lot are some of the biggest dickheads in the game. Telling me Evil is your leader. Look at him. He can't. One of his eyes is in Tokyo, the other one's in Osaka. You know what I mean?
No
Like,
parts.
don't. They're in different continents. But listen, that was it felt like a dip in my career when that shit was happening because I'd had the match with Kenny, I had the match with Tsuji, and I felt the momentum was there. I was like, I'm ready, put me in for the title match.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in for the title match, but that's just been a pain in my ass and has been, I've gone through many battles in my mind when they have to put me in the ring with House of Torture every day. So I'm glad that's dead and gone. And I knew it was going to be me who was going to do it
Mm-hmm.
because they cost me the cup. The cup was mine to win this year. And that was just eating at me. So I'm glad to put a nail in all 7 of them coffins.
With the 12-year anniversary of the Bullet Club, there's a lot of talks kind of surrounding the current iteration of the Bullet Club and the leader, or who people want to say the leader is. David Finlay takes a lot of that. But a lot of people, the people would say the people's leader of the Bullet Club is Gabe Kidd. Does that do you care about any of that leader talk? Is it just gang all around, or are you like, this is my squad, I'm leading the way, kind of like how you're leading the way for New Japan?
Nah, because the thing is, Dave's the one who brought us together.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, end of the day, Dave's the one that brought us together, and we're all leaders, man. Every single one of us. That's why we're so sick. Everyone in that unit. I mean, not Chase Owens. He's fucking dog shit. But listen, every other member is sick. I don't make them decisions. I don't read into what other people are saying. I do what I do. I do my thing. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I don't read into that. I go to work, beat people up, get paid money to do it, and dip off into the sunset.
Facts.
Uh, uh, Speaking again of the anniversary, at the end of the night, you guys earned the win, uh, planted your flag as the Bullet Club. You very effectively said this is the best iteration of Bullet Club. What would
Trust
you
me.
say separates you from the other iterations, whether it be the Cutthroat era or the Elite or AJ Styles era?
Listen, you can't even compare them because within a month, first night we come out and debuted Dominion 2023. First time we all came together as a group. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Bullet Club from Timu, they should kill it dead." Next month, we're best selling T-shirt on New Japan within a month. So don't chat to me about nothing. Money talks. I don't give a shit what anybody else says. Supports these losers. Oh, Kenny's Bullet Club was the best. No, it wasn't. They were coming out in fucking Aladdin outfits on Halloween. How are you telling me that's the coolest? That's the coolest version of the Bullet Club. Shut up, man. You can't even. It's not comparable. AJ Styles, that haircut is crazy. I don't give a fuck if you can do a springboard 450. Mate, your haircut is crazy. So don't chat to man about any other iteration could be cool. Oh, people say Jay White's Bullet Club was better than us. Oh, with Yujiro and Chase Owens. Oh, come on. It's not comparable. You can't compare it. So don't chat to me about these losers.
So funny. Chase Owens just catching strays all day.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So yeah, you're traveling back to California, gonna take on the Young Bucks and a mystery tag team. I guess that's a question for you. Does that do you train any different? Does anything change with this? Are you preparing differently than you would before? You know, the Young Bucks be flying around. You're not a high flying spot food wrestler. Like, you're a on the ground punch a fool in his mouth type wrestler. So is the preparation changed for any of this?
Not at all. They're gonna try all that shit, and I'm just gonna kick them. I'm just gonna punch them. They're gonna try to do all this jumpy, spinny stuff, and I'm just gonna punch them in the face. I'm not bothered. And don't talk to me about a surprise partner. Oh, it's two OGs from the Bullet Club. Well, I wonder who that's gonna be. I wonder. Oh, is it gonna be Tomatonga and Tangaloa? Come on. Is it gonna be Bad Luck Fale? Come on, man. I know exactly who that's gonna be, and it doesn't change anything. I'm the coldest white bold boy in the game in New Japan now. There's nobody else that it can be. It's me now. I'm that guy now. So don't chat to man, bro. Don't chat to me.
No, you're right.
I
Uh,
am that guy.
kind of looking forward, looking ahead of Resurgence. At the last night of Dontaku, you came out. You have unfinished business with Tsuji challenging for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Um, that last match ended in a double KO. I don't want to say how you're preparing, because you've told us multiple times how you prepare for these matches, but what is the mindset going into that match other than I'm coming to take this championship?
It's everything. It's not just about the championship. It's about who is the one from the next generation to lead this company
Yep.
forward. You know, this is the best two members doing it right now. And listen, I don't like to sing other people's praises too much. Fuck everyone else, but you know, the level of talent in this new generation is, you know, each generation has like three good wrestlers, the musketeers, if you will, but there's about 8 man right now that could be it, and it has boiled down. Shota showed it's not him. Come on. Shota Umino telling people that he's gonna bring New Japan to a new level. How? How are you gonna do that, you fool? You lose every chance that you get. Uemura's not there. He's just thick. You know, it boils down to me and Tsuji, and that's the person I've wrestled the most. Almost every day as young lions, we were wrestling each other. So when you talk about the double KO, it's not getting there. It's not allowing him to get that gene blaster. Obviously, last time he caught it, but he caught it, and we neither of us could get up. So it's about taking that into account and going into it, and it's everything. It's who is going to lead this company forward. So I'm getting into heavy preparation for that match for sure. I'm gonna stop drinking for that match,
Ooh.
and that's a big thing, you know. I'll be out there every night in Japan getting turned, but it's it's everything, and I want to be in the absolute best condition that I can be in. So I'm gonna heavily discipline myself for that match.
Yeah, it sounds like this is the first stop on to you taking over New Japan fully, from the way that you're talking about it. Like, the global championship is now, you want to take that from Suji and become and lead the way with that. But it sounds like underneath it all, you want the big championship and you want to really lead this company into the future.
Of course, and I want to be a double champ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last double champ was Naito, and he just pissed off. So that pisses me off, and I want to be the double champ because that would really solidify it. This belt for me is, but you know, when I take this global belt, I'm going to make it the most important belt in New Japan. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Callum Newman's getting title shots. I don't care if he did a double top rope, double stomp. Like, Callum Newman's getting title shots. What's Goto's defense? It's Tanahashi, Nagata. Come on, bro. That's easy fights. What's this, the old man league? What's this, the Oji-san league? Come on, man. What, we doing care home wrestling now? Come on. some of these men need wheeling to the entrance like Great Muta. Like it's a piss take. So this really is going to be the most important belt in New Japan, and I think Tsuji has had a much better array of defenses than fucking Goto. So it's the Gabe Kidd revolution when I take both them belts. That's exactly what it is. You know, I don't give a shit about Goto's kids. It's the Gabe Kidd revolution because I have made it that way, and it's the first time this year that I'm getting any results. You know, talk about the Kenny match all you want. I lost, so that's eating away at me. Then I couldn't get the win over Suji. Then I have all this shit with House of Torture. So I guess the first step was beating them man in Dontaku.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the real, you know, a championship around my waist. That's what's gonna start the revolution for sure. It's not even a revolution. That's Goto shit. I don't care. That's nerdy. It's the Gabe Kidd wave, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wave is starting. You get me?
Yeah, I mean, very booked and busy in Las Vegas a few weeks ago during WrestleMania weekend. Saw you at Joey Janela's Spring Break.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, wrestling Josh Barnett at Bloodsport, but also on the Fourth Rope Show. What was it like being a part of their first match during a big WrestleMania weekend?
It was it was it was something, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know that whole atmosphere is different, especially fourth rope. You know, it's different to any wrestling show I've ever been involved in, and it's really a mix of rap and wrestling. You know, in every sense of it, it's a completely different atmosphere, and it was cool for me. I can't even remember my match then because I was pissing blood on Joey Janela's Spring Break. I lost a lot of blood that night, and I was walking around backstage dizzy, and then I was wrestling at what 3:30 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
so I was I was running on fumes, but. You know, you're speaking about fourth rope. I like that Zilla Fatu matchup. I like the look of that, and I like the look of that belt as well. Cause I'm the coldest white boy in the game. Let's get that clear. Nobody's doing it like me. I'm the coldest. So to go there and take that belt, you know, and Zilla, I like that match. I like his style from what I've seen. So I like that matchup, but Vegas was the experience. It was a 4-day party.
Bro, I'm still
I'm
recovering.
not gonna go and do WrestleMania weekend in Vegas and behave myself. Come on, come on. I'm gonna enjoy it. So
I feel like we were at almost every show you wrestled on
Yep.
too. So I feel like at some point, like when you said three, that match came on. I was like, yeah, the show ended at like four
It
in
was
the morning.
late, dog. I was dead.
yeah, man. Yeah.
But
Well, that's the aspect that it's crazy, man. That's the Vegas way.
before
That's
you
how you
got
gotta
to
do it.
that, you had that crazy match with Manson. You and Mance were kind of involved in some beef. You guys were very upset at each other, and the match really showed that exact thing because you guys beat each other's ass.
Yeah, I don't like that guy, so yeah, I got the win. But listen, it ain't over. Whenever I see that guy is
Mm,
on site, whenever I see Mance, it's I'm not trying to stop doing that. There's a different kind of energy you get in there when someone like that hits you in the mouth,
yep.
and it's a piss take, and you 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 unleash a whole different kind of beast. So I want that match again anywhere that little bitch wants it. I'm down.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's one of those
Mm-hmm.
real talk. I can go to Alabama, do it in a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I could go any state. I could go to Alaska in the mountains. I'll meet you on the top. Trust me, it's like that.
Um, I won't say former, recent strong title reign. Um, second
Greatest title
longest
reign of all
reigning,
time, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
second longest reigning person to hold that belt. By the way,
Yeah,
335
but
days
look at
with
the
that belt.
caliber of opponents that I had. You
Yeah,
know, Ultimo Guerrero, Leo Rush, Oiwa, Fujita, and Ishii. Like, don't chat to me, bro. You talking about Tom Lawler? What, defending against Fred Rosser? Come on, man. I beat the shit out of Fred Rosser. You can go
uh,
back and watch that 2022 Strong. But listen, greatest title reign of all time. But it's onto bigger things now. It's onto bigger things. So
definitely. Specifically, the trio of matches with Ishii and being able to end that in such a great atmosphere in Wintrust Arena in Chicago. What was that experience like in Chicago? Because I mean, the atmosphere in there, being in there, that crowd was insane.
it was insane. It was insane. And you know, the energy was there. The energy was there. And that's what I love about wrestling in Korakuen Hall. The energy's there. And you know, Ishii is a 20-minute wrestler. I'm a 15-minute wrestler. I get that. I get the job done. But you know, going 35 minutes with him, that was a different experience. And you know, even a smidge of newfound respect, because that man's like 49 or something. He's about 50 years old. You don't see any wrestlers in America doing it like that.
No.
So, but I'll say this, man, about 20 minutes in, I was beating him up on the outside. I was beating him up, and I put him in some chairs and I ran at him, and the little Japanese Hasbulla moved out of the way,
Japanese
and
Hasbulla.
I bruised my ribs on the chairs, man. I bruised my ribs on the chairs, and I got my arm trapped. It did something to my wrist. Absolute piss take. But listen, like I said, it's on to new things. I ain't worried about that. Driller Malone is going to take that at Resurgence. So it'll be back at the dogs, back with the dogs. And, you know, that's the same for any title. If one of us loses one and then another one gets it, then it's back in the dogs. You know, it's back in the team.
It seems like you've been pretty active on the American indies in the last 6 or 7 months. Do you have plans to kind of continue what you've been doing over here in America beyond New Japan Strong?
Listen, I'm trying to fly the flag for New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who wants it, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I live in the States now, so I'm ready. You know, when I'm not in Japan, I'm war ready. It's not just a moniker. That's who I am. Yeah, I'm ready for it anytime, and I'm a fighter. So come and get it. You know, all these people want to mention my name. You know, put your money where your mouth is, and I'm talking serious money. You know, it don't come cheap. Don't come cheap. I'm active,
I
so
mean, man's wrestled in the Tokyo Dome. You got a different price tag.
yeah, come on, man.
Different price tag.
Come on, man. Greatest match the Tokyo Dome's ever seen. Because I've put a beating on that fool. Made him piss blood out of his head. I don't care about the result.
Um, for the Kenny Omega match materialized, cross promotional matches. There was some shots being thrown back and forth between you and MJF. That's still a matchup that you would like to get at some
That's
point.
the one.
Listen, I'd just like to beat that guy up. I'd just like to beat that guy up and put it on him. Put some serious pressure on him, because he's walking around here chatting all this shit. You can't chat that shit to me. You can't talk like that to me. Are you mad? So, and all this stuff he calls New Japan an indie, that's joke. That's joke, because you are just nothing but a cheap 80s jobber ripoff, bro. Like, it's embarrassing how people think you're actually good. So I would like to show the levels, to show the levels on the difference of levels between me and him, because it's not even funny. It
I
kind of
mean,
is.
Forbidden Door is in your home country. That's the next big cross promotional event.
It's happening.
Could be
Question mark.
could be the next destination. Question mark.
Nah, you don't even deserve me on that show. All my family's gonna be there, all my friends are gonna be there. You know, I want the big dogs. If we're talking Forbidden Door, I want the big dogs. It's fuck AEW every day. So John Moxley can get it. Hangman Adam Page can get it. Listen, some little bitch from there is running around saying he's a New Japan wrestler. Takeshita, you're a fucking idiot. You're a DDT young boy is what you are. Now you're claiming that you're gonna lead New Japan into the future. Shut up, man. No aid. I'm not gonna let you think I'm gonna let an AEW wrestler come in here and do that and take what I've worked for, what I spent a year and a half in the dojo for. Come on, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
Takeshita, man, I've seen the way that you've looked at Takeshita, and it's definitely hatred in those eyes when you see Takeshita.
I pressed him after the cage
Yeah, yeah,
match.
yeah.
You saw.
I seen him there after the cage match. So I'm just waiting for that match.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for that match.
Doug, you got a laundry list of people that you ready to get in there with this this war ready thing. That's real.
Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Any of them, like Samoa Joe, I'll slap him up to. Like any of them. Any of them. I believe that New Japan is where it's at. Nobody creates discipline like that system. The system that the Young Lion system, you know, that program made me a man. So it's rooted in me, and I'm not gonna let anyone come around and disrespect that. Like you can't disrespect where I work. I'm there. I get shit popping. You know, I bring it back. So I don't want to hear no talk about New Japan is dead. I wear that shit on my chest. Literally. Look, I got my logo on. Yo, it says King of Japan. I'm English. King of Japan and I'm English.
That's a bar.
Come on, man. That's a serious bar.
Well, we don't want to keep you too much longer, but just off the strength of you in the ring carrying the flag for this company, all the media stuff you've been doing has also been tremendous. That clip of you on CBS LA is like rent free in my brain. I think about it all the time. One of the funniest things I've ever seen.
So does Tony Khan.
Hey, hey, hey. You were on a. I feel like I was at the show that you were on for AEW though. How did they get you to with how you've been talking about them? How did they get you to be on that show?
Yo, I had to wait until in a hotel room until it was time for my match. They didn't the New Japan came up to me, they were like, yeah, we can't
You
have
can't
you
be
backstage.
backstage.
Like yeah, bro, literally they bring me in, they got me a chauffeur and they literally were like, yeah, the entrance is there. They had two people escort me when I got in the building.
Yo.
It was joke, bro. It was joke. Because I was like, I went to turn up and they were like, nah, you can't. And then one of the little Japanese office people came and they were like, yo, Gabe, you can't. They're not letting you in. We had to take you back to the hotel. And I had to get changed in my hotel, bro. It was joke. It was so funny.
Well,
Shit.
Amazing.
please tune in. Resurgence this weekend, May 9th. We'll be taking on the Young Bucks and two mystery opponents. Good luck this
Who could they
weekend.
be?
Come on, man. Don't even need that. But respect, respect, respect.
Appreciate you
You
joining
know
us,
what it
Gabe.
is. This has been Grapsody. I'm Phil Lindsey, Righteous Reg, Gabe Kidd. We're out of here.
Come on.